Hello everyone, this is Razorflamekun, and in this episode of the Azure Dreams Let's Play, we're going to be continuing to head down the Tower of Monstrosity from the 35th floor of the basement. In the previous episode, we went from the 31st floor of the basement to the 35th floor of the basement, and encountered Cadavron, a Tamion that is really annoying in terms... oh god damn it, and now he can't use magic for this entire floor. Anyways, on this floor, yes, there's a water gem. On this floor, there are new monsters that you're going to be finding. From the 35th to the 38th floor. The first is Medusa, who casts Sunmaker, which is not a very good fire class spell. We're also going to be finding Pumpkin, which is a very annoying monster. If you remember souvenirs, right? Well, pumpkins are just like souvenirs in that they can steal your stuff, except for the fact that there are many of them swarming you at once. So you need to be very careful, and those are pumpkins right there. Thankfully, they don't have. Thankfully they do not have double speed. I don't think. Like souvenirs do, so they're not able to attack twice. But as you can see, there are multiples of them, so you have to be very careful with them. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and take out that pumpkin, and we are going to be continuing on, heading down this way and picking this up, which is a gold wand, which I do not want. We're going to go ahead and discard that. And we're just going to continue onwards. And is that a bloom over there? Yes, that's a bloom over there. So you want to be very careful with getting brainwashed, because you can get brainwashed on this floor. Anyways, Ifrit's going to gain an HP point. And... oh, I didn't mention the final Tamion, or the final monster that you can find on this floor, and that is Ifrit. Yes, you can find Ifrits on this floor. They have quite a lot of defense, though, and very good attack. Although, there we go. As you can see, we're starting to get up there in terms of the Tamion slash monsters we're fighting. So you have to be very careful, and I did pick up another Tova seed, which I'm going to go ahead and use right now to get Ko's luck up again. And neither of them got rusty, because I think I used the red oil quite a long time ago on the fire wire so that it wouldn't lose defense. Anyways, what the heck was that? Because I was kind of looking around, or looking elsewhere. I'm gonna get Ifrit up another MP, and I believe this is Medusa right here. Yes, it is. They're fire class. I didn't know what class they were, because the checklist that I'm using didn't say what class they were, but... and yes, I am using a checklist that I actually made. I went through this entire game before I went... again, before I started recording the game, and I made a checklist of what monsters you can find on each floor, for up till around the 40th floor of the basement or so. Then I'm going at that point I'm going to have to use an online guide for the rest of the monsters, because I didn't go all the way through the game. I went through the majority of the game. Enough so that I could get myself familiar with the... oh, crap. Oh well, he only did 2 damage, thank god. I thought I was going to do a lot more damage to Ko than that. But as you can see, the Forever Shield is really doing... is really helping to defend against a lot of damage. But there we go, another Ifrit is down. And I gained 15 experience there, so just checking on levels. And everybody's about... I think Ko is going to be the next one to gain a level, and since I do not have to worry about any Chinook on this floor, on these next 4 floors, then I'm going to keep the levels that I'm going to be getting. Here's another pumpkin, and I should have backed up because I forgot that he can steal items. Thankfully, he didn't want to steal any items that time, which is good because I don't want him to steal any items. But as you can see, the monster levels are now going up again. They're around 25 to 27, I believe, now. But before we go through this floor much more, since there's nothing else to get on this floor, item-wise, we are just going to head down to the next floor. And is Kuni going to be able to take this out in one shot? Yes, he is, thank God. But there we go, Pumpkin is now gone, and Ifrit was fighting Medusa, and Ko's now level 18. Oh wow, I thought he was only level 6. I thought he was only level 16, but now he's level 18. But there we go, we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna go down to the 36th floor of the basement, and the same monsters are on this floor, although, oh crap, this is a really bad floor. Hopefully I can find the elevator on this floor fairly quickly, because I don't want to be stuck on this floor, because this floor is really, really bad. Oh crap. More pumpkins that I'm going to have to run away from, because Ko isn't going to be able to take them out very quickly. And if I put Ko in the front lines, he'll have his items stolen, but so I'm going to avoid that by having him go to the back lines, or the home front, and yep, there you go. That's proof that pumpkins can steal items. Thankfully, though, they cannot steal items from Tamions. Imagine if they could steal your Tamion's collar. Oh my god, that would be so annoying. And another pumpkin. Really, really annoying. Now we're finding all of these pumpkins now, because I really just want to get to the elevator and get off this floor, because this floor is really bad. There's usually no items on this floor, on these types of floors, and we're not doing so hot in terms of, yeah, we're just not doing so hot in terms of stuff. Progress, that's what I was looking for. Anyways, there we go. And now I'm going to actually use Paralyze. And that apparently didn't do any. I think it's because it missed. Yeah, why is it missing? I don't really understand why it's missing. It shouldn't be missing. And yeah, it shouldn't be missing. That's for sure. But there we go, Ifrit took another 13 damage, and the enemy Ifrit is now defeated. And as you can see, these floors are starting to take longer and longer to get through because of the fact that the enemies are starting to get more and more challenging. That's what I was. And why didn't that? What the hell? Are you like? Can you not use magic anymore? No, he's able to use magic. So, can you not use them against the? Huh. Maybe you can't use spells against those direction the little direction the arrows pointing backwards. Maybe you can't use them when in the way opposite of which you're facing. Anyways, we're gonna head down to the 37th floor of the basement. And yes, it's a much more wide open area. Although there's more of these really annoying arrow tiles, and there's a lot of enemies around here, a lot of enemies. But that's good, because all that means is a lot more experience for everyone. And wow, they're really starting to take a lot, starting to take a lot of damage before they die. So that's another bad thing. that around about these lower floors in the Tower of Monstrosity in the basement, because you just start, the monsters you fight just start taking so much more damage, start needing to have so much more damage against them in order for them to die. Anyways, Ko is actually starting to catch up pretty quickly, and I'm actually have no idea why why Ko's has been able to start catching up to the monster levels around these floors, because it's actually uncommon for Ko to be around the same level as the monsters on the same floor, especially in the basement. But hopefully around here we can find some items, because items are always good. And there we go, Ifrit's now level 41. Whew. And a sword. Okay, let's see, what is it? It's a wind wire. And I already have one, but I'm going to get rid of the plus 31, because that one's probably higher. That one's probably higher than the one that I have. Let's see, in terms of status, 68 out of 167, and oh yeah, he got his MP restored somehow. I have no idea how, but Kuni is definitely going to, I think I still have the, no I don't. So I have no, okay, so I have no MP restoring items. Oh, except for, actually wait, I take that back, I have this 1-star egg I can give to Kuni. But after that, I have no other MP restoring items, and that restored a pretty decent amount of his MP. I think that restored about 50 or 60 of his MP. But that's the MP restoring items that you find in the basement determines how far and how long you can go down into the basement. So keep that in mind. You want to stockpile some of them. Some of the vit seeds and big vit seeds, and also any eggs you find. However, these last few floors that I've been on haven't really had very many like the apple looking items, which is not good, because, or any eggs for that matter, because those are the MP restoring items, and since I'm not finding any, the only MP restoring item I have left is the water crystal. The water gem, pardon me. Water crystal is from the PlayStation version of this game. It does the same thing, I think. Although I think it's quite a bit rarer than in this game. A lot of items in this game are a lot rarer in the PlayStation version of Azure Dreams, because the difficulty level in the PlayStation version of this game is much higher than the Game Boy Color version. So that's just one thing you want to keep in mind. Don't take for granted the fact that you're finding like Ova seeds and a lot of these other really nice items so often, like Tova seeds, and the status increasing seeds as well. Those are actually fairly rare in the PlayStation version as well. But it doesn't look like I'm finding very many more items on this floor, so I think what we should do is we should find the Descender and head down to the next floor, because there's no more items that we can get in. Crap. Okay, there's Kuni. Phew. I was kind of getting worried because, crap, red shot. Oh good, it only did 5 damage. Thank God. I was kind of thinking that I was going to do a lot more damage than that. But I think I'm going to shoot you, Medusa, with a red shot, and hopefully that'll take you down in one shot, but apparently it doesn't. Anyways, there we go. Kuni uses another red shot, and there down goes that Medusa. And Kuni is now level 50. We finally reached the level 50, and Ko's now level 20. But with not Ifrit, with Kuni, we finally reached level 50. And yeah, that's actually pretty hard to do. It takes a lot of experience to get your Tamion's up level starting around like level 30. They start needing like 200, 300 experience a level. And as you can see, we're only getting like 15, 14, 15 experience per monster on them. Yeah, 14. You can see how that is actually going to take a long time. Anyways, we're gonna head down to the 38th floor of the basement. And this is the last floor that we find the... Oh, nice! Another water gem. That will extend our trip quite a lot more. You know what? I'm just going to skip this floor, and we're going to head down to the 39th floor, where we start finding more new monsters. There are 3 new monsters that you find on this floor. Cockatree, which uses paralyzed attacks often. Nanu, which is a robot monster, but can easily be taken down with, like, Darkling or other attacks like that. And another new monster, Strauss, is very annoying. One thing it does is it likes to chase you around and attack you, and whenever it attacks you, it can poison you. And right after it does that, they tend to run away. Anyways, those are just my observations. Nanu and Cockatree, Nanu is fire class, Cockatree and Strauss are both water class. Strauss eggs are paisley eggs. So, just want to keep that in mind. And are we on the 39th floor right now? I don't know. Did I just go down to the 39th floor? Yes, I did. And the same floor layout. But, okay. I believe that the monster the blue one is going to be Strauss. Yep, that's what Strauss looks like. Very, very odd in my opinion. And I believe the other one... I believe the one directly above that is going to be Nanu, I believe. That's just an honest guess. I don't know if that's true or not, but let's see. Yes, and it looks like a hamburger. Yes, this game does have quite a lot of humor in their monster design. Yes, we're fighting a flying hamburger that shoots lasers. Thankfully that trap did not work, and there's nothing else on this floor, so we're just going to skip this floor, and we're going to head down, and we're going to reach the 40th floor of the basement. And we are now on the 40th floor of the basement, and the first thing we pick up is a Forever. I'm going to equip it and just hope it's not cursed, and see what it's only plus 32, so it's not as good as the plus 33 one I have. But it's definitely worth keeping because it's worth a lot of money. They're worth like 14,000 gold. And even though gold isn't really that important at this point in time, it's still definitely worth keeping them and selling them, because you never know what you're going to use your money for. Crap. Oh, wow. Every single time I get attacked by a monster, I just think that I'm going to die because of the fact that I'm thinking that they're going to deal so much damage to Ko, and in fact, Ko's only taking like 5 damage, which is nothing. But I'm just going to check on their HP and MP levels, and their HP and MP levels are doing very good. And Ko's going to be level 21 soon, I think it's 21. But there we go, we're going to fight another Strauss here. Again, if any of these monsters interest you, you can use Oviseeds on them and get their eggs. Just a little FYI. If you, one thing though, some of the monsters we've been fighting are evolved forms of other monsters. For example, Cadaveron is the evolved form of Galore, and when I say evolved form, that means you have to raise them up to level 10, and then they'll evolve into that form. So if you use an Oviseed on a Cadaveron, you'll get a Galore egg. And if you use a Oviseed on, let me see, on Ifrit, you'll get a flame egg. Anyways, the monster that we're seeing over here, that is going to be Cockatree. And I think that is going to show it. That's Cockatree, and wow, it's level 29. One thing you want to watch out is that it uses paralyzing attacks often, and as you know, if your Tamion is paralyzed, it takes an incredible amount of damage from monster attacks, so keep that in mind. You want to try and avoid getting paralyzed at all costs. But thankfully that Cockatree wasn't that bad, and I was able to take him down pretty quickly. And Ko is now level 21. So Ko's actually starting to catch up in terms of levels. And we picked up an Inca Sun, which I'm not going to be keeping. We're going to be throwing that away. And one thing I do need to know is, where the hell is the elevator? Oh wait, there it is. Oh, it looks like we're going to be fighting another Cockatree. I'm going to have that use... Oh, crap. That's the one thing you need to watch out for when you use the skill command from the main the menu when you press the pause menu when you press start, because if one of your other Tamions gets in the way of the Tamion that is firing the spell at the monster, like Kuni just did, it'll use that spell on your other Tamion, so you need to watch out for that, because that can be really detrimental, especially in boss battles. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and whoa, where did? Oh, that was just a teleport. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and head down to the 41st floor of the basement, and that's going to be it for this episode. In the next episode, we're going to continue heading down the Tower Monstrosity from the 41st floor. So until next time, this has been Razorflamekun, and may all of your days shine brightly.